Welcome to Earl Stewart on Cars.
There's bonus money that does not reflect in the invoice called stair-step incentive, and that's one of the worst sorts of incentives you can have. I've talked about it on this show several times. That can amount to $500 a car, $700, $1,000 a car, retroactively kicked back secretly to the dealer, and it effectively lowers the price of the car, but it's not reflected in the invoice. There ought to be a law that says you cannot advertise or mention an invoice or show an invoice to a customer in any way insinuating that has anything to do whatsoever with the cost of the car. The dealer invoice has nothing to do with the cost of the car. It's almost like inversely correlated. Any dealer would love to sell every car that he has for invoice. He would be a very wealthy man. We have to sell our cars below invoice because that's what the competitive marketplace dictates. My opinion is that these hidden monies in the invoice of the car are price fixing. I think by putting this in there, I think there's a violation of some sort of Justice Department law. There's something wrong with this picture. I'm not an attorney, but for the manufacturers to put something in the purported cost invoice of the car and then have the dealer pay that amount and then kick it back to him secretly, that's raising the prices of the cars to the consumer. Unfairly raising the price of the cars to the consumer. It deprives the consumer of the right to find out what the real cost is. Practically any other product you can research, particularly with the internet now. With Google, you can just about find out the cost on anything except a car. The cost of a car today is so complicated. It is so difficult to actually calculate and understand. Car dealers themselves often don't know the cost of their car, including me. I was talking to my sons the other day, and we were talking about pricing cars for our own employees. And we said, well, we should sell our employees the cars at our net cost. We never say cost, and I usually say net because you've got holdbacks, you've got incentives, you've got kickbacks. And so some of these, and I mentioned the stair-step incentives, you don't know what your stair-step incentive rebate kickback is going to be until you hit your quota. My quota might be 250 cars. When I hit 250 cars, then I get back $250 a car. When I hit 275 cars, I get back $350 a car. And when I hit 300 cars, I get $500. So how do I know what that's going to be? Well, you don't know. So there's an example. I don't know till the month's over what my true cost of every car is. How crazy is that? If the car dealer doesn't know his own cost, then you can bet the customer doesn't know the cost, and that's what makes it so blatantly unfair. There's no regulation to control that.